Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. IRS issues frequently asked questions and answers for the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. But first, an attempt at a joke. I apologize in advance. The value of money is becoming like water that has been killed by fire. It will be missed. Watching the government deal with the economy is like watching a child who does not realize that making an egg over easy is actually hard. It seems the economy's yoke is broke, as are those of the policymakers. Honestly, the economy will not become golden just because the government threw 24 trillion carrots into the economic soup. The Federal Reserve is actually recognizing the inflation problem. Good for them. Policymakers, however, unsurprisingly, generally refuse to recognize any actual problem. Why? No good in them. IR 2022-13, January 13th, 2022, Washington. The Internal Revenue Service today issued frequently asked questions, FAQs, for the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. There's a link to that here. Individuals who did not qualify or did not receive the full amount of the third economic impact payment may be eligible to claim the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit based on their 2021 tax year information. So remember, we've got the stimulus payments. We had 3 stimulus payments. The first 2 were basically tied to the 2020 tax return. If there was any problems with those first 2, the remedy ultimately was to file the 2020 tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit. The third one was tied to the 2021 tax year, and you could think of the stimulus payment as the prepayment of the recovery rebate credit. If everything went as it's supposed to, you should have got the whole amount of the economic impact payment, and therefore you don't have to really do anything on the tax return when you file it for tax year 2021 by April 15th or April 18th of 2022. However, if there was a problem with the stimulus payment, it wasn't the right amount, or you didn't receive it and you should have, then the ultimate remedy at this point is to claim the recovery rebate credit on the tax return for tax year 2021 for the third economic impact payment when filing it by April 18th generally of 2022. So individuals may have received their third economic impact payment through initial and quote plus up end quote payments in 2021. Note, the third economic impact payments are different than the monthly advanced child tax credit payments that the IRS disbursed from July through December 2021. So the advanced child tax credit payments are the other kind of, they're getting into these kind of giving money out before the tax return is filed type of thing. And so now we have a couple things that kind of look like that. One is the economic impact payments that went out. The other is the advanced child tax credit. So you're going to have to do a similar kind of thing with the advanced child tax credits, meaning you'll have to calculate the actual credit for 2021 tax year on the tax return that you file by April 18th. And for that one, you will have to calculate it because they only gave you half of the credit, or that was the goal, over payments during 2021. So you have to subtract out what you got, and then the difference is what you would still get a benefit of on the tax return. You also have the same kind of idea with the health marketplace. So if you're in the health marketplace kind of thing, where you might have a reduction in your insurance premiums due to like a credit that they give in advance, again, which you're going to have to calculate if you're in that situation. And this is the way to get the money back basically into the economy faster, but it does add, of course, a level of uncertainty because they don't really know what's going on because they've got to base it on estimates, and it does complicate the tax returns a bit or quite substantially, as we saw in the report from the IRS itself on the economic impact payments and the delays and stuff related to it. So there's obviously pros and cons with relation to them, but that's what we're at this point in time. So most eligible people already received the economic impact payments and won't include any information about their payment when they file. However, people who are missing stimulus payments should review the information on the recovery rebate credit page to determine their eligibility and whether they need to claim a recovery rebate credit for tax year 2021. To claim any remaining credit for 2021, eligible people must file a 2021 tax return, even if they usually do not file taxes. Also, people who did not receive all of their first and second economic impact payments in 2020 can receive those amounts only by filing a 2020 tax return or amending a previously filed return and claiming the 2020 recovery rebate credit. they should review the Recovery Rebate Credit page to determine their eligibility. The 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit can reduce any taxes owed or be included in the tax refund for the 2021 tax year. Filers must ensure not mix information from their 2020 and 2021 tax years. In particular, filers should take care not to include any information regarding the first and second economic impact payments received in 2020 or the 2020 Recovery Rebate Credit on their 2021 return. And I'm just predicting right now that this is going to be a complete mess because people, first of all, people aren't able to connect the economic impact payment to the Recovery Rebate Credit because they sound completely different. And basically, I don't think people have a really good grasp of the first two economic impact payments as being different or tied to the 2020 tax return, and the third one tied to the 2021 tax return. So if you're a tax preparer, obviously you can help people out with this situation and try to get this in the system as cleanly as possible so that it doesn't cause any delays. I would expect, especially given the short staff and everything, that you're going to get a lot of delays with this and with the advance payments for the child tax credit, which again is a new thing people aren't used to. It's going to probably cause math errors and delays, but in any case, they will need the total of the third payment received to actually calculate the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit when they file their 2021 federal tax return in 2022. People can locate this information on letter 1444C, which they received from the IRS during 2021 after each payment, as well as letter 6475, which the IRS will mail to them beginning in late January 2022. Individuals can also view this information in their online account later in January. Honestly, I've had some people log into the online account and they're doing a new verification process, which is pretty intensive verification process. I mean, so it could take some time for people to get logged in under that new system. I think the old system is still there for now, so it might not be totally kicking in until next year. But if you're a tax professional, you might want to get people logged in now because you might think, well, they can just log in and get the information. But I mean, if this new verification thing goes in, it's going to take some people some time. They might have trouble getting into their account. So the FAQs cover most questions relating to claiming the credit and are for use by taxpayers and tax professionals and are being issued as expeditiously as possible. They really love that word, expeditiously. I don't think it rolls off the tongue that expeditious. I would say expeditiously or as fastly. Can't you just say as quickly as possible? Anyway, sounds fancy, I guess. Expeditiously. In any case, the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit frequently asked questions topics are Topic A, general information. Topic B, claiming the Recovery Rebate Credit if you aren't required to file a 2021 tax return. Topic C, eligibility for claiming a Recovery Rebate Credit on 2021 tax return. Topic D, claiming the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. Topic E, calculating the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. Topic F, receiving the credit on a 2021 tax return. Topic G, finding the third economic impact payment amounts to calculate the 2021 Recovery Rebate Credit. And topic H, correcting issues after the 2021 tax return is filed. There's links to all those wonderful questions here, and you can get answers to them here. So file for free and use direct deposit. Taxpayers with income of $73,000 or less can file their federal tax returns electronically for free using the IRS Free File program. So obviously, the lower income tax returns are getting more difficult because the law is changing. We've got advance payments that are taking place, and we got these recovery rebate credits changes to the laws, and obviously people's income and just household structure could be kind of complicated as well. So it's useful to have tax software to basically calculate those tax returns, which you can get the software for free because the software can kind of give you an interview process and a kind of a check on the calculations. And these are basically going to third-party softwares like a TurboTax or something like that. So the fastest way to receive a tax refund is to file electronically and have it direct deposited into the financial account. Refunds can be directly deposited into bank accounts, prepaid debit cards, or mobile apps as long as routing and account number is provided. More information about Reliance is available. IRS FAQs. There's links to some of this information here. There'll be a link to this in the description.